Excuse me,
Take a
sir.
look around. It's a good bet I've got something you need.
Tell me what you have for sale, please.
Here, browse to your heart's content.
You would buy some of my excess firearms. I would really appreciate it. I have quite a few of these tombstones. Are they rifles? Somewhat short-ranged rifles. So let's see what you have ammo-wise. Ah, I will take your 3 kV laser cartridges. And your 7.77s. And your 1.5 kVs. You don't have any of the 9x39s. That's alright. If you could take my tombstones now, though. Calibrated Deep Recon Space Helmet. Be better physical resistance, the same on all of the environmental things, and better EM, but slightly worse. I'd be losing as much energy protection as I'd be gaining physical protection. But it doesn't have ballistic shielding like my current one does, so I could put that on there. And it would have even better physical protection. And it's lighter. Significantly lighter. Well, not significantly. I don't have any resources I wish to dispose of. We do, however, have some miscellaneous items to sell. Coffee mug. No, I'm going to keep my aces. I don't have any notes that I wish to get rid of, do I? I don't need this Charity in a Godless Universe Part 4. Or Bad People, Bad Jokes 3. Or this Constellation Guide. Or David Copperfield. Dipala survey data? Alright. That's worth a few credits. So is this Athera survey data? Oh, History of Pirates. That was in the attic. Simpler times. And a few copies of the prints with pages torn out. Ah, yes, mines. I don't need to keep mines. That's better. Let me put on the helmet that I was going to switch to. There we go. Alright, thank you very much, my good man. Let's check on this helmet and see if I can add some ballistic shielding to it.
Everyone needs supplies. Suppose that's a good thing.
Ooh, that's going to make it the same weight as the old one, but it will still be better defense. Lot 2, anything I can do?
All kinds in here. Rangers, traders, locals, tourists. They all come to me for supplies.
Well, I have the materials for that, but not the know-how. About the skin.
I want to do
Nope.
business quick. Rangers plan on dropping by for an order soon.
Well, this has been a productive trip. We are rich of 1 artifact, and our credits are now at 46,000. 54 to go for our goal. Now let's go find your family estate. Retrieve your adorable daughter, and then get off this planet. Where is the estate? Wasn't further this way, was it? I think maybe it was. Up this way a bit? Is this it? No. This is Carthright Manor.
Hello there. So good to see you.
There's the co-estate.
Have what you wanted. Now off with it.
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day.
I do try.
Bye.
I suppose I've been in government for generations. making sure the Freestar Collective is run the right way. Getting said government to do anything worthwhile is like herding Ashta. Takes perseverance, compromise, and above all, respect. You try to groom your successors, but wisdom's often wasted on the young.
Was that a subtle dig, Jacob?
It wasn't meant to be subtle, son.
Sounds like you've had quite a career.
I did my part, and then some. Back in my day, we tackled some whoppers. The colony wars damn near wrecked our economy. Took years of dedicated work, every day wondering if the whole financial system was gonna crater on our watch. But we got it done. Damn near had a nervous breakdown. Best years of my life.
You're quite a character, You're quite a character, Jacob.
Might be you're not too bad yourself. Well, I doubt you came to hear me wax poetic. What do you need?
You feel pressure to live up to Solomon Coe's accomplishments?
Hell no. I've got no control over the actions of those who came before me, and I don't feel beholden to them either. Solomon was a true pioneer and a risk-taker. I respect that. But I'm not him. I'm a man who appreciates the simpler joys in life. I'm no thrill-seeker, and I don't feel like I need to make my mark on the world. A highball of good whiskey, and a sunset to watch it with, it's all the accomplishment I need.
And aren't highballs typically made with gin? Are you proud of your family's legacy?
Of course. Of course. Solomon Coe was a great man, no doubt about it. If it weren't for him, there'd be no Aquila City and probably no Freestar Collective either. And of course, the name comes with certain benefits around town if you catch my meaning. I never turned down a free drink in Solomon's honor. Should it come my way. I got things to do too. Don't have any more of my time to wait. Well, you take care of yourself.
You too.
Hirsch, sometimes I just want to turn off the grav drive so we can float around. See you
Alright.
later.
See you later, Cora.
Won't lie. My heart stopped for a beat when you passed out. I'm glad you're still with us.
Alright, well I think it's time we went our separate ways.
As soon as we finish the mission, happy to leave. But not until then.
So, you're just going to leave your daughter here on a different planet while we go back to Constellation. Alright, well, New Atlantis it is, because I don't want to be traveling with Sam for too long. Sorry, Sam, no offense. It's just you're not my preferred traveling companion.
Bank robbery sounded intense.
Good to see you, Vasco.
Love the smell of getting back into the harness.
How do you think this adventure is going? Great. Fantastic. A moment in time we'll treasure forever? I'm thinking all three.
Perhaps. Oh good, Cora, you came. Alright. I was very worried about that.
Nah, you're sweet to worry, darling. I'm alright. Your dad's just not as young as he used to be.
thrusters firing. Orbital pattern locked in.
That's a pretty star. Right, back to Alpha Centauri.
Well, you didn't put us in your
You're entering
plan,
United
so you
Colony
must be in the
Space.
right place.
Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Hey, we're back. The newest member of our little family really pulled through for us.
Is anyone hurt? You didn't let Cora handle the artifact, did you? We don't know what effects it might have on someone her age.
Relax, we're fine. Go ahead. Time for that artifact to meet its siblings.
Right, here goes then.
Just, what are we building here?
I haven't picked up any kind of frequency or signal coming from it.
That doesn't mean much. This thing could be emitting something we can't even detect. As far as we know, we could be building a gigantic bomb that will blow up as soon as we finish it. Or maybe it's some kind of interstellar children's toy.
Why would either of those things give the Discoverer visions and music? It's a message. I'm sure of it.
We just have to hope that finding more of the pieces will give us some clue.
I hear that. Moving forward sometimes means fumbling around.
Hey,
in the dark.
Captain.
I think Cora and I can use some downtime, but you let me know if you ever want to team up again. Oh, and since it tends to come up, me and my Rugrat co-pilot work as a team. That's non-negotiable. If I'm coming with, that means Cora's on your ship.
Right, catch you later, Sam.
Likewise. You know where to find us.
I hope you're having a good day.
Whoa, that was quite a bit of money.
Curious feeling,
Yes?
knowing that you've seen something that no one else has.
Are you ready to head back
Know
out?
Something no one else
Always.
does.
Point the way and we'll be off.
Alright, which one is my room again? Ah, here we are. Alright, looks like I'll have to head back to the ship to actually get the things off the ship. I mean, makes sense, but...
Captain on deck.
When you have a few moments, there's something I'd like to discuss.
Alright, Sarah. How much am I carrying right now? A ridiculous amount.
Yeah, what is it? Ever since we talked about the Battle of Cassiopeia, I can't get what happened out of my mind.
I could tell it was still bothering you.
Was it that obvious? I thought I could handle these memories, but until I return to Cassiopeia, I'll never be able to put this to rest.
I'm just voicing a concern here, but that might do more harm to you than good.
Maybe. But I'm willing to take the chance. One problem, though. Pinpointing the crew's shuttle wreckage is going to be like trying to find a grain of salt in a sandbox. I think we need to start by locating my old campsite on Cassiopeia 1.
You never told me where you ended up after the battle.
What's there to tell? I survived. My crew didn't. Still, I'll never forget my finger hovering over that launch button. Would I launch safely or explode into a fireball? It turned out that my shuttle had just enough power to allow an emergency landing on the planet's surface.
Well, it's not really like you had much of a choice.
I'd be lying if I told you I'd carefully weighed all my options. Truth is, I was on autopilot, acting purely on instinct.
Well, I'll set course for the Cassiopeia systems right after I report back in on my success at Ryujin.
Hold on. I don't know the exact location of my survival campsite. For that, we are going to have to head to Mast and see if we can get the information from my old friend, Admiral Logan.
I'm sensing tension between you and Admiral Logan.
Your instincts are right on target. Logan and I butted heads more than once during my time with the Navigator Corps. We've never seen eye to eye. Look, I hope this isn't asking too much. Last thing I want to do is drag you into some kind of personal crusade.
Well, so far it seems that crusades are my speciality.
Thanks. I really needed a laugh. Truth is, I'm scared. When I set foot on Cassiopeia, I don't know if I'll be able to handle what I find. If I begin to fall apart, I'm going to need someone who can keep my spirits up.
I'll have your back, Sarah.
I know you will. You've always been there when I've needed your help. Why you continue to support me, I'll never understand.
You know, I said this last time, but it's because I love you, Sarah.
I don't know what to say. I've been so busy searching the stars for answers. I've overlooked what's been in front of me all this time. True love. Something I've seriously considered sharing with you for a long time. Just not ready. Not yet.
Well, that ends today.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Hey, anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. I know you have a lot to do. I really appreciate your offer to visit Cassiopeia. Hopefully, it'll bring me the closure that I've needed for far too long. If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later.
Just out of curiosity, do you have anything interesting for me?
I should start charging for my services.
Well, thank you,
Let's head for New Atlantis. It's important we get to Mast so I can talk to Admiral Logan.
Sarah, we're on New Atlantis. We're in New Atlantis.
Where are we going? What are we doing?
Think if we stop by the waterfall on this trip, I could use a few moments to unwind.
I'm not sure how to get there, Sarah. Right now, we need to get to the, not the spaceport. The, what is it called? The NAT. Because I am carrying hundreds of kilos of resources that I am trying to leave back at Constellation. We'll do that, then we'll go to Mast. Then we'll go to Neon, and then we'll go to Cassiopeia. Not sure why I'm holding my cutter, but there we go. Sorry, Sarah, but this is going to be somewhat slow going for a bit. I like your outfit. No, not you. You. That's quite nice.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later.
Like I said, Sarah, we're going to Constellation, and then we are going to speak to the Admiral. But I do absolutely need to stop carrying 600 kilos of, resources. I do need to stash those at home. If I recall, Constellation is this way from the mast station. Correct?
I asked my boss what they're doing to stop new alien attacks on the city.
Turned around. Where is Constellation? Oh, I have more news I can deliver to That one lady at SSNN. No, I have no markers that would lead us to Constellation. There we go.
I can't think of a better place to recharge and ready ourselves for our next mission.
Oops. Yes, store all resources. There we go. Nope, nothing I can cook at present. I didn't think so. Now let's get to mast.
Keeping the skies safe out there?
Sarah Morgan. It's been what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
Why can't I introduce myself as my rank? That should be a dialogue option at this point. I work with Sarah at Constellation.
I see. Then, as Sarah's associate, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect, Admiral, this is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help.
Sarah's here to honor the fallen that served under her command.
That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
We refuse to allow the crew of the Dauntless to remain a statistic.
I see. The fact that you'd risk your own lives to solve this mystery speaks volumes.
They were my responsibility, Admiral. One way or another, I intend to bring them home.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander. Our last encounter has obviously distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
Thank you, Admiral. Alright, Sarah. We'll return to Neon, and then we'll go to Cassiopeia.
I wonder how many poor souls who couldn't make it in New Atlantis ended up working at the fisheries in Neon.
Tevin Anastas has run into some trouble. Word to the wise. You don't want to see that.
Business first, chatting with coworker second. Miss Sanzo.
I was hoping you'd show up soon. Is it done?
Cakewalk, they'll never see it coming.
Don't get too comfortable. Those who do usually don't last long in this field. Now, I think it's time to examine a different set of skills.
I'm ready for whatever's next.
Nice to see I haven't worn you out yet. Your next assignment is to find the security chief and use some creative thinking to obtain their security keycard. And when I say creative, I don't mean with a weapon. Either look the part and be persuasive, or be quick with your hands.
Let's get started then.
Good luck. I'm sure you'll be able to get that keycard without incident. Just remember, if anything does happen, it's up to you to bail yourself out.
Hope Town. Now my next stop is actually in Cassiopeia. How are we doing financially now? 58. 42 to go for my current goal. Oh, and I have a skill point, and I have a million different things I might want to spend it on. I could up my security. I could finally get my rifle certification. I could up my persuade, finally. I think that's what it's going to be. Persuasion. Oh, great. Oh.
Taking damage.
Damage sustained. Wretched heretic.
Hostile ship. It's not too late to surrender.
Shroud
Landing struts primed. Retros firing.
I'll keep an eye out for hostile life forms.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
And to see what Victor and Sarah find on Cassiopeia, you'll have to wait till the next episode of Starfield Interplanetary Diplomacy, starring yours truly, some guy you've never heard of, as Mr. Victor Gabriel.